Much for joining us today. We will be sharing dealer program details, onboarding processes, branded store plans, and product availability. With us today is our executive management team, including David Sterenberg, CEO, United States, Evan Kinsella, CFO, and Alex Cohen, Senior Vice President. Speaking today will be Darren Rawson, President of Steren Electronics, and Craig Feldman, President of New Tech Supply. We welcome your questions. They can be submitted online at any time or as time permits. Simply click the questions box located on the right-hand side of your screen. You can also contact us by email at info@sterenusa.com. That's info@sterenusa.com. Or call toll-free at our number 844-897-0056. And I'll repeat, toll-free 844-897-0056. If you missed part of this webinar or would like to attend our second webinar, please join us tomorrow, May 13th at 11:30 a.m. That's Eastern Time. At this time, I will hand the webinar over to Darren Rawson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for your time today. I'm really excited about the opportunity to speak with this group of dealers today, following up on our conversation from a couple of weeks ago, where we first introduced ourselves and our program to the dealer community. Today, I'd like to cover several key subjects with you, and really this is where we see the beginning of our ongoing and strong relationship with dealer partners throughout the United States. First of all, I'd like to give a State of Steren update and share with you what our team here has been working on since our last discussion. I'd also like to spend some time today specifically talking about the ability to become a Steren dealer and the opportunity to become a Steren branded store in the future. During that point, I want to invite you to join our organization and to consider signing up to become a Steren dealer and signing up for the process to begin a Steren store conversion. Additionally, I'll have Craig explain our product availability plan for Steren products, the hard work that our team's put underway over the past several weeks on that, as well as branded product availability and our Golden Quarter plan. And lastly, I want to review a meeting that we will be holding in regional areas throughout the country over the next 30 days. We know that some of you may not be as familiar with Steren as you would like to be before moving forward with an agreement, and we're going to take the opportunity and make the commitment to travel around the country, holding over 30 meetings over the next 45 days with an opportunity to meet with as many people as possible, face-to-face, reviewing Steren, and answering any questions you may have. And as Linda mentioned, please do submit any questions that you have during this call today. We will answer as many as possible at the end of the call, and any that are not answered, we will add to the FAQs that we post on our website, keepcalmheretostay.com. And lastly, I'm going to ask for a call to action. We are very excited about where we've come in those very few short weeks, and we know that there's a transition at hand. Literally, as we speak today, the bankruptcy court is finalizing its transaction to sell the remaining assets of the Radio Shack estate. From Steren's perspective, we recognize the necessity of establishing a simple strategy to work with us. We as a team became very focused on becoming dealer-centric. In that sense, we really wanted to focus on understanding your needs, your challenges, the vision that you have for your independent businesses, as well as understanding the best approach to engage with you, to create value with you, and establish a partnership with you. We've done most of that by asking questions in person, participating on various channels, whether it be the Facebook channel, the Franchise Advisory Board, the Ad Hoc Committee, or individual dealers that we've had one-on-one calls with. A vast majority of our team has been working around the clock to build inventory to support your stores. The most important thing that we recognized as an opportunity to work with your stores was for us to provide quality, value-priced product that can replace the Radio Shack branded and private label branded product that you are selling through your stores. We've also worked to expand our third-party product inventory and availability, and we have a lot of information to share about that product availability later in this presentation. We also heard loud and clear the importance of developing a message, marketing, and support. Steren is a very well-recognized brand across Latin America, but we know we're entering a market where our brand is not as well recognized, and we know the importance of having a brand identity for your stores and in support of the products that you would sell in your stores. This has been a key focus, and the efforts that we're working on today will be manifest in some of the products that you can use marketing-wise and purchase very shortly to support what we're calling a soft launch for a brand launch opportunity. We've also been very aggressive at establishing an enthusiastic support team. We recognize the need to have very strong customer service. We're working on establishing additional resources in marketing, in dealer support, product management, and supply chain, all dedicated to the effort that supports the stores that onboard with us as authorized dealers and as branded stores. And lastly, we're committing our time to sharing the Steren story and engaging with as many dealers as is possible in any variety of venues that you find best and most appropriate to discuss. Those of you who are on the Facebook vendor page know that I was invited to that page, and I've been representing as many perspectives on our Steren proposal as possible, and I've answered many questions that have been brought that way, and will continue to do that. It's a fantastic venue, and I appreciate that opportunity. But additionally, we've spoken with people in person and on the phone. We're providing information and feedback on our website, and people have called us, emailed us, and called the New Tech supply team as well. Our next step in this is engaging you as dealers in the field on these meetings over the next 30 to 45 days. You'll see invitations for Save the Date. We're setting up small conference rooms and hotels that are regionally located that everyone within a 2 to 4 hour range should be able to drive to, where we can share more about Steren if you're not yet convinced to become a Steren dealer, or for those of you who are committed and have taken the next steps, are ready to do the launch parts where we can help you specific to your store and specific to your environment get the program launched. We're very excited about that opportunity, and everyone on this team here is working 24/7 to make sure we do the right thing to build a program and an approach that works for the dealers in this community. I'd like to shift now and talk about the Steren dealer program. Our intention and our expectation is to establish a dealer network of partners based on some very simple agreements that we can work under that are friendly, cooperative, and provide both of us an opportunity to build a business together and grow a business together. We will look to establish a simple, non-exclusive Steren dealer agreement with any dealers that are interested in our program. At this time, we see this as a no-fee sign-up opportunity. We understand some of the fee environments under Radio Shack, and we don't want that to be a challenge or something that dissuades you from doing business with us. We also want to incentivize those who want to work with us under an authorized dealer program by providing dealer pricing that will be up to a 10% discount from the distributor pricing that you may see from distributors of Steren products today or from distributors such as New Tech today. In this agreement, we'll establish pricing, brand, mark, and data licensing terms, both towards you and from you, things that we expect from you and the ability for you to leverage our brands and our marks in your stores as well. As I mentioned, we have prepared today some information about soft launch marketing, signage, bags, and branding. We've been working hard to establish this offering so that those of you who are interested in a store conversion can cost effectively make this transition as quickly as possible. And we'll have some more details on that today. Additionally, any dealers who are interested in signing up for this dealer program with Steren will have available inventory from the 500 high-volume Radio Shack replacement SKUs that we've already ordered from our Asian sources. We have containers upon containers and millions of dollars of investment on the way to the United States today. Craig will talk more about what's available and when it will be available, but we've made a significant commitment and investment to support the stores, and we want to support the dealers who are willing to sign up and partner with us on a go-forward basis. In our earlier conversations, we addressed the interest and the potential to have a simple transition from a software perspective. We've established a partnership relationship with IDOsoft for the software, and we're in the process of establishing the e-commerce transactions to the Steren business model so that in the future you'll be able to generate transactions directly to Steren out of the IDOsoft system as a replacement to the RSPOS that we suspect will be unavailable to use in the very near future based on the bankruptcy filings. Additionally, people have asked about credit availability, and that is clearly an important factor in the relationships with our dealers and those who are interested in becoming branded stores. We fully intend to establish credit terms with those dealers who we work with on a go-forward basis and are asking for credit applications and credit card applications as part of the dealer application process, and we will evaluate those opportunities on a store-by-store basis. We want to incentivize this team that wants to sign up now and help us to determine exactly what inventory you need. So we have two perspectives here that we want you to participate in. For those of you who are interested in joining us as an authorized dealer, we're going to offer an additional discount for prepayment orders. Anything that's above $5,000 would be for 2% in addition to the up to 10%. And for orders over $25,000, an additional 10% discount. Therefore, up to a 20% discount off distributor pricing available to those dealers who place orders over the next 60 days. I mentioned earlier that we have a perspective on Golden Quarter. We will have product availability from Steren for purchase before September, and Craig has information about third-party brands that we're engaging currently so that we can have product availability for that fourth quarter, the best time of year, the Golden Quarter time of year. And lastly, we do have third-party product available today through Craig. There's over 3,000 SKUs that New Tech Supply provides, and we expect to show a full launch plan by the third quarter for third-party products that will be available to all Steren dealers. I want to shift gears now and talk about a branded Steren store approach. We are entering this opportunity because we believe very strongly there's value in our brand, and there's value to having a common brand across stores across the country. As I shared on the Facebook page, I have a tremendous amount of respect for Radio Shack as a brand. Unfortunately, the brand has transitioned into flux over the past several years, and its future is uncertain even as we have this conversation today. Steren is a brand that has been invested in for over 50 years, and we have a strong intent, desire, and funding available to grow our brand and to invest into this brand in the United States. We want you to be able to hang Steren signs on your stores. And for those of you who see the value proposition that we offer, we want to start that process as soon as possible. For any Steren dealers who sign up over this next 60 days, who also express an interest in having a store conversion, we will have no fee associated with a store conversion for any existing dealers. This would entail a full store branding conversion. We're in the process of establishing a very sophisticated and comprehensive local marketing advertising, social media, and web presence. It's a software company that we have a deep engagement with now that can provide a very robust solution to support you and your stores in your environment while looking very national and acting very local. Additional benefits for those who agree to sign up for a Steren branded store include volume incentive rebates and special product promotions. These benefits that I'm listing are not going to be available for those who just sign up as a Steren dealer, but are truly exclusive opportunities for those who see the brand conversion opportunity. These also include customer loyalty program, and we have the beginnings of what we're calling a dealer membership program. It's a co-op style opportunity where those who are participating in branded stores will have the opportunity to generate investment based on their participation that they will be able to access down the road as they look to transition their store. You could have more value than just the value of your store based on your participation over time. The details are yet undefined. We're working closely with a third-party CPA entity to develop that offering, but those who participate in a branded store will benefit from this approach. Clearly, we will have expectations of those who choose to become branded stores as well. And there will be a Steren stock load that we expect you to put in inventory, and we will expect some volume sales requirements in support of the Steren branded product as well. But we're not defecting exclusively to Steren. We fully will support third-party product distribution and support for these stores. We know that brands help drive traffic to your stores and want to be your best, most cost-effective, and simplest source for Steren products and third-party products. We hinted during our earlier call about a B2B program. The vision that we have for our stores is that you have a retail presence and the ability to represent our brand across many markets, including a business-to-business, installer, contractor, and commercial sales capabilities. We're designing that program now, and we anticipate that those of you who have active stores and active operations will have an opportunity under a Steren branded store to participate in revenues that were never available or not necessarily affiliated with Radio Shack. We fully expect to have an annual branded store dealer event where we invite you to come and participate, celebrate our successes, and provide the feedback that we desperately will need to make sure we design and deliver the programs that you need for your stores. Those who sign up for branded stores will benefit from protected store territories, as well as participation in an e-business omnichannel strategy. And lastly, we suspect that by the time we are launching these stores, we'll have prepaid and postpaid mobile phone solutions where applicable and where appropriate for your store, as well as introducing third-party service modules where applicable for your stores as well. We believe these drive traffic, provide added value to your customers, and help differentiate you as a store there in the market, as well as a participant in the B2B markets that we want you to help serve. We're very excited about the opportunity to sign up you as dealers to participate in our program, learn more about us, and those of you who really understand the value of becoming a branded Steren store who want to sign up for that, we look forward to that opportunity as well. I'd like to shift gears and talk a little bit about the marketing launch options. So for those of you who do sign up to become a Steren dealer, we do have opportunities for you to do a soft launch of our brand within your stores. We've worked aggressively to identify signage opportunities that fit into your current fixtures and your current store environments that will enable you to make some brand conversion at a low-cost investment. Both indoor and outdoor store signage for brand awareness. We will support you in creating and releasing press releases for the store reopening announcements. We're designing print-ready ads and art for publications that you can use in your local markets. We're designing banner ads that can be utilized for online and e-marketing campaigns while we design and develop and deploy our final e-business solution. We're having Steren logo shopping bags manufactured to provide to you with this marketing information and marketing support, as well as flyers that can be designed for reopening specials and Steren promotional items for customer giveaways. We understand that this is an investment on your part. We've we've done everything we possibly can to drive down the cost, and any of the types of products that you'll need for marketing support will be available to our dealers at cost, and we will manage all the process of ensuring that you get the products that you need to support your store rebranding. We just wanted to share some items that we have in design that will be in that marketing order form that you can order to support your stores, ranging from retail vinyl banners that can be hung on the outside of your store or above your store, as well as window or store posters, door size or window size. And we've even developed some promotional flags that can be either mounted in the ground, in the grass, or can be put on small concrete blocks that will be mounted on the sidewalk outside your store. From an internal perspective, we utilize the various fixture structures that we know exist in your stores today, and we have identified and designed canopy and category signs, sales tags, and various size logo shopping bags that will be available for you to make this conversion smooth. It's our intention to make this as low cost as possible and as simple as possible for the first launch as we make more transition and deliver more marketing services and support to your stores. I'd like to ask Craig Feldman to share some more details about the Steren product availability and plan, as well as the third party and golden quarter. Craig?
Thanks, Steren. So we've broken product availability down into 3 phases, as we discussed in our first webinar. Phase 1, I'm happy to report, is scheduled to arrive next Monday, the 18th. This shipment will be comprised of 225 Steren branded SKUs. We identified these 225 items as high volume movers by analyzing the sales history data that was provided to us by dealers. That was exceptionally helpful. And we put together a comprehensive sales flyer that details all the product specifications and pricing of each item. You can access that sales flyer at the NewTek website. There's a toolbar at the top of our homepage. Just simply click on the tab labeled Recent Flyers. It'll be viewable there, and of course you can also download and print it if you'd like to. But again, great details on each product is available there, as well as all the pricing. So in phase 2, as Darren mentioned, Steren has made a considerable investment in product coming from Asia. These shipments will consist of 500 Steren branded products and are scheduled to arrive the first week of July. Again, as I stated before, we determine which products to purchase and stock based on the data that's submitted from dealers. I can't emphasize enough the importance of that. It's really the key ingredient which enables us to correctly identify and stock the products and the quantities necessary to properly support the dealer base. I encourage all you guys interested in working with Steren to submit this data as soon as possible so we can do a good job for you. Based on that, because that sales history data is so important, we're going to give the dealers that submit that information priority in order fulfillment. Their orders will be filled first. Once those dealers' orders are filled, we'll do all other orders on a first in, first out basis. Phase 3 will be the wide breadth of Steren branded products. These are scheduled to arrive in August. These shipments will include products in all 25 categories supported by Steren, including core products such as connectors and adapters, what I call the drawer items, capacitors, resistors, switches, terminals, fuses, as well as other core competencies, microphones and accessories, multi-tester meters, soldering irons and accessories, as well as a wide breadth of general consumer electronic products. Again, everything that Steren offers. I'm happy to report phase 3, the delivery of phase 3 will be stocked in both California as well as Steren's Memphis, Tennessee warehouse. We're very excited about the Memphis warehouse because that will greatly expedite the delivery times to all the dealers that are east of the Mississippi. Other Steren branded products of note, some know, some don't know, but Steren has a couple of exclusive lines of products. One is called Forte. Forte is a line of multi-room audio solutions for the home and office. Forte products they operate on the A-Bus technology platform. They're very simple to install and easy to use. It's a very cool line, and those will be made available to our partners. Likewise, the Sequence line is a very restricted line, but it will be made available to our partners. Sequence is a high-end line of in-ceiling, in-wall, and outdoor weatherized speakers for the home theater category, as well as other applications. In addition to that, Steren is currently developing a line of cell phone boosters. We expect these to rival the quality and features of Wilson, or otherwise known as WeBoost, and we're confident we'll be able to deliver these products to you at much better pricing than you would pay for a like item from Wilson. ETA on this line of products is September, and all of these products will be FCC approved. And lastly, regarding Steren branded products, we're in development of an exclusive line of Bluetooth speakers they will be licensed under the Jimi Hendrix brand. These are also expected to be in stock in September, and it's likely that we'll select a few of these to be part of our Black Friday and Golden Quarter promotions. Switching gears to what we refer to as third-party products, these are anything that aren't branded Steren. Today, as Darren mentioned, NewTek is holding down the fort on these as we work to bring in new vendors. So today, as we stand, we're stocking 3,000 SKUs. These are in stock, available for order today. These can be ordered at our website, newteksupply.com. You can also, we also have available a product file, which we can send to you. It's very easy to download into RSPOS or the IDUSoft POS system. Once you load this, it's very simple to use. You just set your min and max stocking levels, and you can generate your purchase orders automatically. Another note that some have found helpful, the NewTek database has somewhere close to 2,000 Radio Shack catalog numbers, and we've got that database in our website, so you can go to the NewTek search box using Radio Shack part numbers or Radio Shack SKU numbers and do searches that way. As I say, many people have commented that it's been helpful to them. In recent weeks, we have added the following brands: Altec Lansing. Our ETA on that is mid-June. Digital Stream, the converter box line, is in stock and has been in stock for about a month or so. It's doing very well. Sherwood agreement was just signed, and the ETA on that product is first week of June. And we also recently signed and started stocking Swan branded products, surveillance systems, as well as some RC drones that I'll touch on in just a moment. Other brands on our radar that we're engaging are Arctic Silver, Bracatron, Clarity Phones, GoPro, JVC, Kenwood, Otterbox, SanDisk, Sennheiser, and Skull Candy. We will do everything in our power to bring these brands in and make these available to our dealer partners. And then finally, I'll turn my attention to the Golden Quarter and Black Friday. What are our plans there? As I touched on a moment ago, I think drones will be big this year. We presently do have in stock the Swan branded drones. They have 4 different SKU models in 4 different price range. Those are on the website and available for order today. We have another line of drones under the brand Drone Zone, which are very cool. All of the drone zones include or feature an onboard camera. Those are in transit to us. ETA on those is June 10th. We are also going to be stocking all the Steren branded educational toys and kits. These are being ordered now so we can get adequate quantities to support the dealer base. We have our eyes on wearable fitness monitors such as Fitbit. We may end up with Fitbit and others. We're not sure yet, but we feel that that's going to be a popular item this 4th quarter. And finally, we're to build our fourth quarter product offering. We've sent notices to all of our vendors asking them to submit product ideas for the fourth quarter. So far, we've received responses and bids on Bluetooth speakers, DVD players, gaming accessories, sound bars, and tablets. And we're pretty much, the criteria on selection is either A, it has to be a unique product with unique features and benefits, or it has to have exceptionally good pricing. So as this unfolds and develops, we will make these announcements in future webinars. And that's what I have, Darren.
Thanks, Craig. I appreciate the update. I want to share with everyone the regional rollout schedule that we are going to participate in. But before I do, I wanted to remind anyone that had any questions that they'd like to submit, that if you go on to the side column, the sidebar column of the webinar, you can submit questions, and we will be answering them after this section. So as I shared at the beginning, one of the things that has been very important to us was to get a perspective from the dealers by engaging with you directly in the field and in personal phone calls wherever possible. We recognize that not everybody knows the Steren brand and is comfortable at this time to engage in Steren as a dealer partner or as a store partner. So we've established these meetings in these cities for these dates to meet with you as a group and individually to review Steren as a company, to share our Steren store video and photos. We have a full 3D video that we have created based on our store in Tijuana, Mexico, that we'll bring with us, that people can review at the meeting, and we'll send the link to everyone, and that link will actually also be attached to our Keep Calm, Here to Stay website. For those stores who have already agreed to become Steren dealers, we'll have an onboarding review process, and for those who are already signed up to be either a dealer or a store, we can have one-on-one discussions on a planning session for the startup of your store. We will be sending out emails to those who are within a 200-mile proximity of all of these cities. Many of you will have multiple choices of which meeting to attend, and we look forward to your attendance at these meetings. As I shared, we'd like to now review some of the questions and answers that were submitted for the call.
We received quite a few questions from you guys. The very first question that we have, the question is, you talk about entering into an agreement with Steren. What is the purpose of this agreement, and why can't I order from Steren as just another customer?
Thank you, Linda. The intention of establishing a dealer relationship, an authorized non-exclusive dealer agreement, is to provide additional value to our dealer partners and to start the process of transitioning to a branded awareness throughout the United States. We recognize that not all dealers will be interested in a full branded relationship with Steren, but we want to provide additional discounts to our dealers who are willing to support the brand and participate in purchasing the brand. We're not expecting to have a complex agreement, but we will have some standard expectations related to the products that are sold, the presentation of the products that are sold, the use of our marks and branding, as well as some of the reporting on the sales of the products that we sell. We understand that it was a very complex and convoluted process with Radio Shack, and we don't intend to have a complex agreement as such.
The next question, when will the details of what sign-up entails be available? Specifically, the written agreement to review. And I have a comment attached to this. It's hard to get excited about knowing what the details are after being let down so badly with Radio Shack.
Thank you, and I appreciate the comment as well. We have finishing touches on that agreement available, and we'll be posting that dealer agreement as soon as it's available for everyone to review. What we are asking for dealers who are interested to do is to remit the dealer application documents. This includes a single-page application, a single-page credit app, and a single-page credit card application. In addition to this, it is absolutely of critical importance for those of you who are interested to partner with Steren to submit to us your RSPOS or IDOSOFT data reports. As Craig shared earlier, that information is absolutely imperative for us to understand what product offering we can have available for you that supports your current demand of products. That enables us to focus the investment that we are making in inventory directly to the products that you need the most. The more information we have from the more stores, the better able we are to assess what products we should invest in to support your business. The simple process of submitting that application will give us an understanding of who's interested in partnering with us and will give us an engagement or an opportunity to discuss, whether on the phone or at the individual regional meetings, any specific questions that you have about the dealer agreement that we'll be presenting for you. Any forms that I'm referring to are already posted today on the website, Keep Calm Here to Stay, and can be downloaded, evaluated, and filled out. Additionally, we will be mailing those forms in paper form to every store for stores that may not have participated in this call, and we will be sending out an email link that will have that information connected to it as well.
The next question, is a dealer considered the branded store, or are these two different options?
Our expectation is that we would like to start with all possible branded store dealers as authorized dealers only, so that you can learn more about us and we can learn more about you, and we can determine together the mutual benefits of participating in a branded store. I know from many conversations that I've had with dealers over the past several weeks that have seen our stores or spent time in conversations with the Steren team, that they're already on board and they want to move to a Steren store. But for many of you who are unfamiliar with us as a company or as a brand, you may be more interested in starting with discounted pricing, preferential treatment in inventory purchasing, and the ability to get a broad range of products while you determine whether or not becoming a Steren branded store is something you want to consider. So we do consider these different opportunities, and we do also feel that long term there may be stores that participate only as authorized dealers, and there may be stores, and there will certainly be stores that are converted to Steren brand stores, both existing dealers as well as new opportunities to grow and open Steren store locations.
The next question, is the $5,000 order just Steren product or a $5,000 order from NewTek? The second part of this is, I have 2 storefronts. Can I split a qualifying order between the 2 stores?
Yeah, so I appreciate the question. The inventory that we are committing significant investment to support the stores will be Steren inventory. So we are looking for Steren product orders for that discounted offer. We are comfortable with an individual owner who has multiple stores submitting one large order that supports more than one store. And that's something you can share with the salesperson when you contact us directly. As Craig alluded to, we'll be launching the initial launch of product availability of Steren products on the 18th. We'll have that product available, and we're really looking to give an opportunity to those who are interested and sign up for authorized dealer programs with us to get that incentive, the additional discount on those 500 stores, those 500 items, that are coming in early July. With that information, we'll have good confirmation that we're bringing the right inventory in. We'll also have an understanding as to how much additional inventory we need to bring in. We know that this is not enough. We have the intent, the commitment, and the funding to be able to invest in more inventory to support your stores, and we need your support and guidance based on orders that you provide, as well as the data of your historical sales that help us determine exactly what to put in stock to support you.
Next question. Is there a file dealers can download to add the first 225 Steren SKUs to our system?
Craig, I'm going to let you answer that for the 227 and for the 500.
I will take. The answer is yes. The 225 SKUs that are scheduled to arrive next week, we are entering into our database today, and that will be part of the download file. To be safe, I would say by Thursday, but the answer is yes. And so initially just those 225 SKUs. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, the next phase, the 500 SKUs, will be added and be available in that download as well.
Great. Okay, the next question. Is the merchandise coming in next week retail packaged?
Greg?
Yeah, I'll take that one. The answer is yes. Each and every item, top to bottom, is nicely retail packaged with obviously UPC barcodes. Very good looking product.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that. The entire strategy for Steren is to leverage our investment in product development across North and South America. Our sister company in Mexico and those in Latin America have extensive experience in developing, packaging, and promoting retail packaged products, and we are leveraging that knowledge and that experience to bring these products to you, to the market that you serve and support. In addition to that, in this promotional flyer that Craig has alluded to, we're in the process of developing a promotional item of inventory that we have packaged here in the United States that will be available for an interim period of time to support getting product onto your shelves as well. And it should be presented to you within the next 2 weeks as an additional opportunity to purchase product, Steren branded, packaged, retail ready product to sell in your stores in the short term while our product is arriving from China.
Next question. What is the standard warranty policy for Steren products? And what is the return policy?
Yes, thank you, Linda. The Steren product warranty policy is 1 year from date of sale. So when the consumer buys the product, they have a 1-year warranty on that product. And I'm going to look to Alex Cohen to answer the return policy as it relates to Steren products.
Return policy is anything that is used, we can take it back as long as it's in defect from operational or mechanics.
And we'll provide clarification on all the return and warranty policies for all the product at Steren. Thank you, Alex.
Okay, I have another question here. If I am a full branded store, can I still carry products from other distributors?
Yes, that's a great question. Steren believes that in the branded store environment in the United States, it's important that you have the ability to represent and promote third-party brands that drive traffic to your stores and provide some of the necessary sales and customer engagement that is above and beyond the Steren product. We fully expect that you will have other store products available to your customers, and we expect to provide a channel whereby you can purchase those products, but it is not expected that there will be a mandatory process that all those products are purchased through Steren, whether they be Steren or branded products. But we will have an expectation that Steren branded products represent a certain percentage of sales and shelf space in your stores in a Steren branded store environment.
Next question. What are the benefits of being engaged with Steren Electronics?
Well, as you know, Steren is excited about the opportunity to partner with dealers, and we believe that we demonstrate to potential dealer partners what value Steren can bring to them. The particular value will probably vary from dealer to dealer, but we believe that Steren offers dealers some key value drivers to support your business. The broad offering of product, the buy-sell pricing that can grow your margins and grow your sales, the branded product and merchandising, advertising, and marketing that we've talked about today, the ability to fulfill a broad range of the products that you need in your store, providing a leveraged buying position for branded products through NewTek and the additional third-party suppliers that we'll bring, the member loyalty programs that we want to introduce, as well as customer loyalty programs, and the store support that we intend to provide. We really feel strongly that we've got a vision for the future of CE retail in your market and your environment, and to support your stores.
Another question we have, do you have an estimate of the initial investment?
That's a great question, and I'm assuming it's related specifically to a store conversion opportunity. And unfortunately, we do not have an exact estimate. We are working with our partners in Mexico to understand the costs and investments associated with a new store launch, and we will look to leverage all of that information, as well as the buy side strength that they have in terms of buying the equipment and the supplies necessary to make a brand new store. For the store conversion project to establish a branded store, we expect that it's going to be unique on a store-by-store basis what type of investment would be required to support a conversion. However, we are 100% committed, as I said at the beginning, that everything that we extend for any existing Steren dealers or those who sign up under a dealer program who want to do a store conversion, anything that we provide and that they need will be sold to them at cost only to support the lowest cost conversion possible for that individual store owner.
Okay. The next question, if a credit application is submitted, when will credit be available to be used on purchases and at what terms?
So the question related to credit availability is one that we really will need to evaluate on a store-by-store basis. We're expecting to be able to provide credit to those stores that have the wherewithal to deserve credit, and we know and understand that credit becomes a very integral part of running your store on a go-forward basis. We understand the challenges that have arisen because of the Radio Shack bankruptcy, and we'll work very closely with all store owners to make sure that the credit that we can provide enables you to buy the products that you need over time to ensure that your business can succeed and thrive.
The next question, is your July 1st date set in stone? I see the meeting that is close to me is only 20 days prior to that date. What type of fee is proposed after July 1st?
That's a great question. Go ahead, Craig.
Sorry, Darren. So I was just going to jump on the first part of it. I assume the July 1st date was referring to phase 2 of inventory. We feel confident, that date is accurate. There's a little bit of, we have to have a little bit of flexibility because there's certain things like customs, clearing customs and whatnot that can make the date deviate slightly. But in terms of product, we feel phase 2 will be in that time frame.
Thank you, Craig. And I think the other part of the question was really related to whether or not a store chooses to sign up as a Steren authorized dealer before July 1st. And I understand that we may not make it to a regional meeting until a few days before that July 1st cutoff. I'm certainly willing to extend for any of those meetings that are towards the latter part of June. If those individual stores would like an additional 15 or 20 days to be able to make that decision, we won't be imparting or creating a cost structure that at that point for the dealer sign up. We would certainly like, though, if there are any that do have an interest, that we could consider would submit their application in advance. That would enable us to at least understand that you want to be considered for that under this 60-day period of time, under this July 1st period of time.
The next question, how many Steren SKUs will be available by July? Will it be 225 plus 500 for a total of 725 or only 500?
Craig, do you want to?
The answer to that question, yes. Yep, the answer is only 500. So as we discussed earlier, phase 1 is 225 items. Those 225 will be a part of the phase 2 as well. So 225 plus another 275 additional SKUs for a total of 500 in phase 2, first week of July.
And important to add, the team is still actively converting, cross-referencing, establishing pricing for the thousands of additional Steren SKUs that we will be bringing to bear. So each week for the next coming weeks, we will identify additional SKUs that have been cross-referenced that will be available for purchase, and particularly for promotion, meaning if you have an interest in these products, or as we do the cross-reference of the products and we find that with additional data support, meaning the reports that you give to us that there's need for these products in the marketplace, we will be generating orders on a weekly basis out to China to bring more product in to support your stores. So the July 1st is based on the 500 that we had today, and that was our target based on our conversations a couple weeks ago. But this is an ongoing process. We will continue to work on hundreds of products every day that are cross-referenced, described, priced, and established as available products for you to purchase that will be available stocked products in the future that stores will be able to buy on an ongoing basis.
The next question, can I
I'd just
sign
like to
up
add,
and...
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Linda.
Okay, here's a question. Can I sign up and order signs and bags today?
So thank you for the question, and Linda gives you a thumbs up because she's working on this project specifically. We are in many ways building the road in front of us to support this business in the U.S., and this is one area where, although we are very good at marketing and merchandising in Mexico and Latin America, we had to take the step to find what all the structures were in your stores for fixtures and for signage opportunities. We are pending quotes this week from a variety of printers, and we should have, by the end of the week, the forms available to order marketing materials, flags, bags, signs, window signs, and banners. And that information, as soon as it's available, we will post it on the website. We'll send out an email about the process, as well as the forms are required to order that product. I do want to mention, however, that product is available for those who sign up as dealers and who agree to an authorized dealer program with us. We're looking to move forward with authorized dealers and those who want to become Steren stores, and we'll support those individual stores in that regard.
The next question, if my store already purchases from NewTek, do I still need to submit both a credit and credit card application to NewTek and Steren?
So if you are already doing business with NewTek, the applications that were required are already submitted, and I'm assuming that NewTek you're currently doing business with them based on credit card terms. For Steren, because we operate in a different system and we have our own specific processes associated with credit and credit card approval process, we are requesting that people submit the documents on the Steren paperwork to apply for credit and apply for credit card processing with Steren Electronics. We understand that is a bit of a duplication. However, at this point in time, it's a one-page document. You can download it off the site. It's a PDF document that you can fill in on site and print, save and print, and you can save and email to us either way. Both will work using the info@sterenusa.com or the www.keepcalmheretostay.com.
The next question, how many SKUs, excuse me, it asks, I'm sorry, what is the website address to sign up?
The website address to sign up, all the information is on our www.keepcalmheretostay.com under the tab Join. If you click on the tab Join, you will see all of the documents that we've talked about today, and as soon as we have the marketing document as well as the dealer agreement document. We will post those up to that website for everyone to review.
Next question. How many SKUs are in a typical Steren Mexico store?
That's a great question. I appreciate the question. As everyone here has heard from us in the past, Steren has a 60-year legacy of being in the retail environment throughout Mexico and expanding throughout Latin America. We now have almost 400 stores, and in those stores, on average, they have 2,800 Steren electronic SKUs throughout every store. Granted, some stores have larger footprints and some have smaller footprints, but on average, we have 2,800 unique SKUs in Steren stores.
Okay. The next question, will Steren have regional representatives that will work with dealers on a local basis?
Absolutely. One of the things that I learned in speaking with dealers was understanding the role and responsibility of the district manager. We heard many positive things about the role of the district manager and many concerns about the role of the district manager. What was positive was that it was really valuable for a dealer to have somebody that they could work with in their local market, in their local store, that helped them drive sales, set up and run merchandising appropriately, understand and deliver advertising, and truly help them deliver the sales value that they could get in partnership with Steren. What I heard that was concerning was that at times they were more focused on driving the corporate goal and responsibility rather than the store's goal and responsibility. And in that regard, we expect that these individuals are there for our mutual benefit. They help both of us get better at taking care of the things that are important for our business. Having the right inventory, having the right products, having the right promotions, and having the right sales skills. Training, expertise, promotional capabilities, competencies, and access to the tools that are available through Steren to support those stores. We fully expect to be growing a team of representatives that support your stores, and we'll be working on that as we travel throughout the country.
Next question. Do you believe Steren will be able to sign up AT&T?
So the question is related specifically to the postpaid cell phone carriers. Since our last conversation, and even before that, Craig and I have actively been involved in numerous conversations with all of the postpaid carriers and many of the prepaid carriers. At this time, we're not certain that it is the most important or most relevant capability that we can bring to the table, as we feel that you probably have offers and options to partner with those carriers locally in the local markets. However, we do believe that in the long term, having one or preferably two postpaid carrier partners or a post and prepaid carrier partner representing across the markets would be a very valuable addition to Steren in the Steren store environment. We have engaged some processes with several of these companies, and we expect that as we start to roll out Steren stores, we will have options for those stores to consider in partnership, whether it be AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, or Verizon.
The next question, will you be opening Steren corporate stores? If so, how will a dealer compete and comply?
It's a great question, and one I'm grateful to have asked in this environment, because it's something that is very important to us culturally and historically. Steren Electronics, throughout its existence, has supported individual franchise owners. The business model that we like best, believe in best, and support best is one where the individual owns the store, and we provide the products, the support, the technology, the marketing, and advertising to help you as an individual business owner thrive in your individual business community. And we don't plan to deviate from that by having corporate stores. There's no intention, as Radio Shack had demonstrated, to create a preferential situation where a corporate store gets preferential treatment over a dealer or a franchisee. Our intention is to partner with individual business owners exclusively and grow our business without having corporate-owned stores.
Okay. Next question. If I am interested, not only ready to commit, but, if I'm interested but not ready to commit, since I don't know the details yet, do you still want us to submit an application?
Yes, we'd very much like you to submit an application. That helps us to understand that you are interested, and we will share with you the documents required to complete the process. By submitting an application, it lets us know that you are interested, and for anyone who is not certain yet and wants to wait until the regional meeting to learn more about us or do some more research or have more conversations with representatives of our team, we will extend the no-fee offer to anyone submitting an application and starting the process with us.
Next question. How quickly will you be prepared to begin rolling out service-based programs such as mobile device repair, B2B, IT services, etc.?
That's a great question and something that we believe is critical to the long-term strategy for Steren stores in the future. At this time, we feel the most important initiative that we can invest in, both financially and with the resources that we have available, is delivering inventory, creating product availability, brand and brand awareness, and marketing and advertising. The differentiation that we hope to provide in the future, specific around B2B services, e-commerce capabilities and integration in an omnichannel environment, as well as any in-store service components or modules, as we mentioned, would certainly be 2016 initiatives at this point in time.
Next question. Will NewTek and Steren have minimum purchase requirements?
I'll let Craig speak to NewTek while NewTek is leading the order management process.
So today we do not have minimum order requirements at NewTek. That's been our policy since day one. We won't be changing that. As the transition continues and we become under one umbrella, under the Steren umbrella, there could be some slight changes. I mean, we want to make ordering simple, easy for everyone. The reason I pause on giving a direct answer is we believe that there's efficiencies to be gained and cost savings to be gained by probably going to like an inner carton requirement. In other words, if you're going to order a cordless foam battery, the inner cartons are 6 pieces. We may go to that type of a program at some point in the future, or maybe have a different pricing structure, a discount if you'll order in inner case quantities versus ordering a single piece at a time. We are working on that. Whatever ultimately comes out, I feel very confident in saying that the pricing we'll offer, whether it's slightly higher on an individual item versus an inner carton, will still be market-leading pricing. So I hope that answers the question.
Terrific. We have time for 3 more questions here. The first one is, what if we are nowhere near the meeting sites?
That's a great question. We did our best to create an opportunity to bring as many of the individual stores in as possible with the meeting sites that we projected. We knew that there were probably a couple dozen stores that would require travel that's more than driving travel to be able to attend a conference. What I'd suggest for any of you who are interested in having that type of engagement, a meeting type of engagement, please contact us, submit your application of interest in becoming an authorized dealer, and on the form indicate that you'd like to request a conference call or a video conference, and either myself or a member of my sales team will arrange a conference call with you to at least go through one-on-one more details about the program, about our company, that can give you confidence to take the next step and become a Steren dealer. And what I would suggest is that in the future, we fully expect, I personally fully expect, as we establish store relationships and dealer relationships, that one of us will be at your store at some point in time in the next 12 to 18 months to meet with you individually and talk more about what we're accomplishing and how we're going to accomplish it together.
The next question. The paperwork on the website is branded NewTek, not Steren. Are there other forms that I'm not seeing, or are these the right forms?
Mike, we actually experienced this problem here at the office when we first updated the forms the day before yesterday. I'd suggest if you refresh your cache on your web browser and then reload that website, you'll see that we've updated the website, both the look and feel of the website as well as the documents that are attached.
The last question here is, we will not be able, it's asking the question, will we be able to order Steren product through NewTek without signing Steren paperwork?
Yes, so that's a very good question. You will be able to purchase Steren products through NewTek if you don't sign a Steren dealership or an authorized Steren dealership agreement. However, the product that you order will not be at a discounted price. We're providing a discounted price to our dealer partners. Additionally, we're providing preferential product availability to those who sign Steren dealership agreements. We believe there's a significant opportunity for you as dealers to benefit from partnering with us, not just for the product availability, but also for the many other things that we've identified here. And we look forward to supporting those individual stores and store owners who recognize that value and choose to participate in that.
Thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like to attend our second webinar, please join us tomorrow, May 13th, at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If you have any additional questions, you may contact us by email at info@sterenusa.com. That's info@sterenusa.com. Or feel free to call us on the toll-free number 844-897-0056. I'll repeat it again. Toll-free at 844-897-0056. Also, I'd like to mention that a recorded version of this webinar will be posted on our dedicated website at keepcalmheretostay.com. That's keepcalmheretostay.com. Thank you so much for joining us.